What it do? It's your boy, Illuminated D. And you know what I'm saying? We back with another one. The first thing I want to do is thank you to everybody who's liked and commented. And to all the subscribers. Pops and I want to let you know how much we really appreciate you. For you to come and spend your time with us and to consume the content. While we understanding that you have busy lives, we want to thank you and bless. Well, family, Pops came out with an amazing video yesterday, and he was basically talking about this 27, 26-year-old who got 6 kids. 6 kids. Listen, do you not realize in this day and time, it's 2025, about to be 2026, inflation is crazy. Inflation is crazy. You know what I'm saying? People not making a lot of bread. Some people don't got good jobs. They don't got careers. People not getting married anymore. So to have a kid in 2025 is guaranteed over their lifespan $250K. It's going to run you at least $250. $250 to get them to 18. And that's including food forever. You know what I'm saying? Potentially having to take care of them up until forever. You know what I'm saying? Because they always gonna need you. Clothes, shoes, gas to get them to school, daycare, potentially a freaking, you know what I'm saying, a babysitter. So we factoring in a lot of different things here, right? Now, this is the problem that I was seeing with this video, is that you're 26, right? 26. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm 30. I'm 30, and I'm gonna tell you, I almost, and I'm not saying the kids are a bad thing. Kids are a beautiful thing when you can afford them. Kids are beautiful when you can afford them. I think it's amazing to have somebody that you can look forward to actually being there for you when you get up in age, because you can't take care of yourself forever. So kids are important. But this one is for the guys, right? This is mainly for the men. Because I'm not going to sit and go too deep on the women, because I'm not a woman. And I just want to pitch in on something, right? Up until the time of me being 28, I was very cautious, right? Very cautious. Doesn't mean that I didn't, you know what I'm saying, smash. It doesn't mean I didn't smash. But I was very cautious because I never wanted to bring a child into the world knowing that I couldn't afford them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was afforded some great opportunities in life, and I wanted to be able to give my kids the same opportunities that I was afforded when I was a child. Now, I'm going to just come out and say it. If you can't trust if you can't trust your partner to do the right thing, because look, I was dating this one chick and she took her birth control faithfully. I never had to worry about her getting pregnant or nothing, because she always took her birth control. And I have to, applaud her for never trying to trap me, right? I've been with a lot of different individuals in my life, and nobody ever tried to actually trap me. Maybe due to negligence, but that was on my part. But I want to say something, right? To the men out there, if you know that you can't potentially trust your partner to do the right thing, I'm going to just come out and say it. I think every dude needs to get a vasectomy. I think every dude needs to just get a vasectomy until it's time and you feel like it's time for you to have kids. Because look at it like this. Birth control, all these contraceptives that have to go into the women's body, it's messing up their body. I was dating this one chick, and she started taking birth control, and she stopped getting wet. Like, she couldn't get as wet as she would get versus when she was off the birth control. I'm going to just be honest. Like, it did something to her, like the glands, and she couldn't even get as wet. And as soon as she came off that birth control, that mug was water. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put it out there, like, they put in all these different things inside of their bodies trying to, like, stop pregnancy when men could just go and get a vasectomy. Now, if you're not getting no play, and then this doesn't really pertain to you, like if you're not really, getting any play, then it really doesn't pertain to you because you're already damn near abstinent. So it doesn't really matter. But to the ones that are getting play, and you know that you getting heavy play, and it's not a problem to get play, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I think that y'all need to just go ahead and get a vasectomy. And to the little Pookies, Ray Rays, and Nook Nooks, little John Johns and Charlies out there, just go ahead and get that vasectomy so that you can save yourself some heartache, because this is the problem. Whenever you decide that you don't want to be with the woman that you got pregnant, right? You can imagine that there's going to be tensions, there's going to be frustrations, there's going to be some built up tensions there, and obviously they're going to use the child as a weapon against you, because they feel like if you're not going to be with me, there's no point for you to be in the child's life either. Although we understand that's not a real reality, it turns into this complication inside of the relationship where the child is being used as a weapon, or the child is being weaponized, and now you got to turn into a deadbeat because you got to prove your point on how you're not going to let anybody play with you. Do y'all see how this plays? Like, it really is a sad situation. And, although the parents are at odds, it's really the child that suffers in the end. So I'm going to just come out and say it. I think every dude, not necessarily at birth, but up until the time that you start having intimate relations, and you start seeing that it's either progressively getting like heavier, or you're just with one partner, if you know that you can't withhold out that good cat, you can't withhold it, and every single time it just seems like you just gonna bust inside, you need to go ahead and get a vasectomy and save yourself the heartache, because you playing with your life, you playing with your time, you playing with people's lives, you know what I'm saying? And you're playing with your opportunity to become the best version of yourself, because you got to remember, when you have that child, it's no longer about you, it's about the children, because you got to make sure that they become outstanding citizens to society. You know what I'm saying? You got to raise somebody who's looking up to you. And if they're looking up to you and you ain't shit, right? Then guess what they gonna be? They ain't gonna be shit either. But I think I said my piece. We all want to be successful, and we all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we doing this right here, right now. Everybody be blessed, be safe, we out.